Hello, and thank you very much, everybody, for joining us here in this powerful and educational Lunch and Learn. As you know, this Lunch and Learn is brought to you by family partners of Morris and Sussex counties. And if you'd like to know more about family partners of Morris and Sussex, I added in the chat a link to Family Partners website. Right here, this is your host, Patricia Houston, and today is joining us Clinical and Outreach Director from Market Street Mission and Jersey Shore Rescue Mission, Patricia Tansey. Along with Patricia, we also have Kelly Ebersole and also Craig Washington. Welcome all.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. We are very happy to have you all of you here. Moving forward, I just want to remind everybody that this Lunch and Learn is going to be recorded. However, at the end, we are going to allow time for Q&A. That part is not going to be recorded. And without further ado, Patrick and all of you, you're more than welcome to take the lead. But before that, if it's possible, would you please tell us a little bit about yourself so everybody knows who you are?
Perfect. Thank you so much, Patricia. And we really do welcome the opportunity to come to you guys and just speak about Market Street Mission and the amazing ministry that happens here. So my name is Patrick Tansey. I'm the Clinical and Outreach Director at Market Street Mission and Jersey Shore Rescue Mission. I've been with the mission since 2015. Actually, I'm a product of the mission. I was a resident here in 2013, and God changed my life and called me to work here, and it's really been just an amazing journey. And we do have a wonderful team here. So, Greg?
Hi, my name is Greg, and I'm an outreach chaplain here at Market Street Mission. I'm a product of Market Street Mission as well. I came in 2019, so I'm the outreach chaplain, and I work with this wonderful team here.
And my name is Kelly Ebersole. I am the program social worker. I did an internship here last year and recently got hired on. So I do counseling as well as case management needs for aftercare. And I've been involved with Market Street coming to chapel services since I was in grade school and even being able to volunteer. So it's been a wonderful ministry to be a part of.
Wonderful and welcome. And I have to tell everybody, not because I'm doing, I'm hosting this Lunch and Learn, but I had the opportunity to meet you guys, in different events, and you guys are amazing. And it's awesome, the job that you guys are doing. So thank you for everything that you are doing. So with that, I think we are ready to move forward to the actual presentation. Thank you very much, everyone.
Perfect. Thank you, Patricia, again, and thank you for having us once again. So I'm going to switch over. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Market Street Mission. Market Street Mission is a Christian program. We're a nonprofit program, and we've been around since 1889. And we're located here in Morristown, New Jersey. We're right in the center, right off the green, across from Starbucks. And we've been at this location since the beginning. It was actually started off as a Bible study for wives and women who husbands were alcoholics. That's actually how the ministry started. And then it's evolved to what it is today. Probably and I'll go through kind of different services we offer. We're probably known best for a homeless shelter. We're, emergency homeless shelter, short-term emergency homeless shelter. But that's really probably the least area of focus. There's so much more to Market Street Mission. So I'm really looking forward to telling you guys about this program, the services we have, and if you ever run into someone that needs services, you can feel free. We'll give our contact information. You can reach out to myself, Kelly, or Greg, and I'll be more happy to talk to you in more detail. So we are a men's program. That is one thing. We are a men's shelter. We are a men's addiction and recovery program. Hopefully, who knows what God will do. I would love for us to add women's to it, something that's on my heart, and we'll see what happens with that. But right now we do really only offer to adult men. So I'm going to share my screen right now if I can figure out how to do that real fast. And I just have a little PowerPoint. It'll just help guide our conversation today. So share screen, here we go.
And while Patrick is doing that, I also want to remind everybody that in relation to contact information, website, and everything is going to be below the video in the description. It's going to be that information. So in case if you are not able to get that information now, that information is going to be once we publish the video.
Perfect. Thank you. So this is Market Street Mission right here. You see the big Jesus Save sign. Like I said, we're right on Market Street in Morristown, little one way, right by Starbucks. It leads right up to the green. That's a sign. If you ever want to come in for a tour, reach out to me, come knock on the door. We give tours all the time. So our addiction recovery program, like I said, we're probably most known for our emergency shelter, but really the nuts and bolts of what we do here, and really what we're most proud of, is our life change program. We don't call it a rehab program, we call it a life change program. And we really try to look at the men holistically, spiritually, physically, emotionally, look at their occupation, look at job training. Like, we really try to look at this individual family unit. We really try to look at this individual as a whole, and really try to change their life, change the trajectory of their life through obviously the gospel of Jesus Christ, but also, 12 work and step work, AA, NA meetings. We incorporate that heavy in our group, in our program. So we're a free program. We're a nonprofit. We're run 100% on donations of private individuals. We do not take any state money. Most of our donations, I think our budget for all three facilities is somewhere close to $10 million annually. All that money comes mostly from small donors, individual people who just send $20, $30. So if you're a donor, we appreciate that. Some of the other money that we get is from our thrift store. We have a thrift store here in Morristown at 25 George Street. Amazing stuff comes in there. If you're ever in the area, come. I think that store brings in about $2 million a year, which is really amazing. And we also have a store in Asbury Park at 701 Memorial Drive, a thrift store. I'm telling you, the stuff that comes in there, it blows my mind all the time. It's really good prices. So if you're ever around or you want to donate, call us up, and we'd be more than happy to talk to you about that. So we're a free program for men struggling with substance use disorder. Like I said, we incorporate the 12 steps. The men here are required to get a sponsor, go to AA and NA meetings, and do step work. From the day they enter the door, they'll get an individual counselor. We have I myself, a licensed clinical alcohol and drug counselor, and a licensed professional counselor. We have other LPCs, LACs, licensed social workers on staff. So they'll, right from the gate, they'll be meeting with professionals, working on some of the underlying issues of their addiction. They'll engage in group counseling. We are a work therapy program. So they will be assigned a job here, slight duty, either in the thrift store, maintenance, kitchen. We believe that, we help them to get back on their feet. Some of these guys have really, they're adult men, but some of them have never had a job. So we really try to work closely with them. Half the day they'll do work therapy, and the other half of the day they'll do treatment or counseling, group counseling, or participate in the educational development and what we call the learning center. So we help them with GEDs. We'll help them with resume buildings. If they need reading or writing skills, we have tutors that come in. We also have a program called Udemy, which focuses on a wide variety of topics. Say, guys interested in medical coding, he can take classes. He's interested in getting forklift certified, he can take classes. Photography, it really is individualized to the personal need, but they will participate half the day will be in the learning center. And we really try to help them to look for, what kind of career opportunities they'll be ready for, getting ready their resume and cover letter, stuff like that. And then life skills training, the final phase. We are a phase program. I believe the slides will cover a little bit more about that. But the final phase, phase 2, is it's really life skills classes. So each day of the week, instead of going to the educational center, they'll go to Mondays is relapse prevention and chemical dependency. Then they'll have career and education, Christian doctrine, fatherhood and manhood classes, anger management, and then Christian finance is the other class, right? So each day of the week they'll engage in those classes, and that's really helping them to dig deeper, and that's really the nuts and bolts of the program that we offer. A little bit, I'll tell you a little bit more about the program as a phase. Like I said, we're 7 to 10 months. The first 30 days, it's a blackout period where they're looking at us. It's assessment period. They're saying, hey, do I want what the mission offers? And we're looking at them and saying, are these guys, are they ready to change? Right. So after the 30 days, they'll go into phase 1, which I talked about, which is that work therapy. And that's usually about 90 days. And then after that, they'll go to phase 2, which is really where we talked about that life skills training. We'll engage in that. So guys will be here roughly 7 to 10 months. Upon graduation, we will give them 4 months transitional living for free. They'll start going to look for work. We'll help them find jobs, and they'll start saving their money, become financially independent. And hopefully after the 4 months, they'll be ready to go out and find a place of their own. And we try to help them with different housing options as well. Part of a lot of what Kelly does is that case management, senior living, sober house, finding them sober houses, maybe some rooming houses, stuff like that. And also we do have 4 sober living houses in the area where guys can go to upon availability. Yeah.
And one thing to note, on top of our program being free, one thing that's nice that gives us more flexibility is we're not based out of locations. So you don't have to be in county to qualify for our services. You can even be out of state to come and qualify for our services.
Yeah. Yeah. So that is like, you could come from anywhere. You don't need ID, right? We'll take you as long as you meet certain criteria. I'll just tell you a little bit of some of the maybe roadblocks or make people not eligible. Thank you. I can do the word eligible. We are an abstinence-based program. So if someone was on medically assisted treatment such as methadone or Suboxone, that would disqualify them. They have to be ambulatory, be able to get up and down stairs unassisted. Also, the sex offenders, tier 1 and 2, we can accept. There may be additional risk management that has to be done, but we do accept tier 1 and tier 2 sex offenders. With tier 3, for insurance reasons, we wouldn't be able to accept them. And then there are some psychotropic medication restrictions. SSRI, antidepressants are fine, but some of the heavier antipsychotics would make, if someone was on them, they wouldn't be eligible for our program. Am I missing anything in terms of restrictions? Yeah. So again, if you ever had any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me and I can clarify that for you. So again, addiction recovery program, life change program, that's what we focus on. Most of our focus is on that. We have capacity for roughly 75 men to be in our program in the Morristown location. It's a pretty big program, and we have beds. So if you have anyone, call us. So emergency services. We also have emergency services. So we do breakfast and dinner to the community every day. You can be male, female, anyone. Anyone is allowed 365 days a year to come here, and we have great food. So if you just want to come check it out, come check it out. We breakfast and dinner 365 days a year. We have an overnight shelter. It's an emergency shelter. It's for men only. Again, and that's really emergency shelter, short term. We'll, sometimes things happen. People need emergency shelter. We'll give them 10 days a month, but no more than 30 days per year. So it really is short term. We also offer showers for men and women daily. Men can come shower
9 to 11, women 1 to 3.
So men can come shower every day 9 to 11, and women can come here and shower 9 to 3. 1 to 3. I'm sorry, 1 to 3. We also will give grocery boxes if anyone comes Tuesday and Thursday between 1 and 3. Tuesday and Thursday, 1 and 3. They can come for grocery boxes, food boxes from our pantry, or thrift store vouchers for clothing, furniture, or other household items. You can also call that number right there, talk to Brian, but it's really there's an email there for the dispatch in the thrift store if you had donations. Or there's our website for the thrift store as well. If anyone had, you have to come here for the vouchers, but we give, clothing, furniture, household items. It's not a problem. And then we also have outpatient counseling services. It's called Beacon on Bank Street. We offer counseling services to the public. I am the director of Beacon on Bank Street as well. So that's the number there, or you could just email me if you knew someone that was in need of counseling services at a reduced rate. We would like to talk to you about that. And Beacon on Bank Street is really an amazing addition to what we do here. So our contact information, again, we're located at 9 Market Street, 973-538-0431. I'm also going to give Patricia my email. If you had anyone for shelter at Market Street or marketstreet.org.
Yeah, if you go through.
Okay, so real fast, I'll go through our other locations. So most of that was Market Street. We also have Jersey Shore Rescue Mission. Jersey Shore Rescue Mission opened originally in 2007, but then there were some legal battles with the town. We opened up our doors, really, they shut us down in 2012. Again, we have an addiction recovery program there. Some men do start out there, but they'll do the first 60 days down there and then do the first pre-program down there, but then they'll come up and finish out up here. We also have a relapse program down there for men who have graduated our program. A relapse is a reality in recovery. So if a guy has graduated our program, he's fallen short, he picked up, we do offer a 90-day refresher course to them and also 2 months transition. So that's something we do in our Jersey Shore location. And then mostly what we do in Jersey Shore is our overnight shelter for men. I would say we house any 25 men every night in Jersey Shore Rescue Mission. And then again, showers, we have thrift store. If you're in the Jersey Shore location, you can call that number for the thrift store. And then our newest addition, there's the address and contact information for that. And then our new addition is Market Street Mission, Sussex County, that has been open roughly a little under 2 years. And we partnered with a church up in Newton. What's the name of the church? It's Community Baptist. I think it's Community Baptist Church. And what it is it's a hospitality room. So the way the New Jersey law is written, a church can host 14 people for 14 consecutive nights. So it's essentially an emergency shelter. It's men only. It's been a really great addition to the community. Actually, Newton reached out to us they saw a need they had a homeless need up there, and they reached out to us specifically to partner with them. So we offer dinner and breakfast to the guests up there. Again, showers, access to recovery meetings and pastoral counseling. And like Jersey Shore, we try to get people, refer them to our Life Change program here in Morristown. And we also have community dinners every Sunday night up in Sussex County. So here is that we're at 274 Spring Street in Newton, the phone number and email. Here is my contact information. That's my office phone. Feel free to call me at that number. That's my email address, probably the best way. I'm not always at my desk, so send me an email if you have any questions. If you ever had a person that needed emergency shelter or was interested, you thought maybe in our Life Change program, email me. We'll set up a time to talk. Will take time to sit down with someone and talk to them about what Market Street does. And there's Kelly's information and an email address.
And we'll also include all this in Greg's as well.
Yeah. So Greg isn't out here, but we'll get Greg's information, email address and phone number, and give it to Patricia as well. Greg, did we miss anything? Just to mention one other thing that I'll stop sharing now. One other thing that we do here is when guys graduate, and it's really an amazing thing, is when guys graduate the program, we have something called a mission internship. So some guys are selected for an extended 2-year discipleship program. It's an unpaid position, but we work with these guys. We come alongside of them. We realize that, they've been in this a long time. They still need help. Maybe they have family issues they need help with, child support issues. Maybe they have legal issues getting their license back. Maybe they want to go to school. So they come on, they help us. Greg was in the mission internship program, and they'll help run the facility. They'll help pour into the men that are coming in and really be the front lines of the shelter and the program. We give them a lot of responsibility, but then we also give them a lot of training. We require them all to become certified peer recovery specialists. So we give them the education. I do the supervision with them. It's been an amazing thing. So these guys leave with letters after their name if they want to work in the field. And some of these guys, so we have guys right now going to college. It's really been it's really an amazing thing. And then the other thing we do is work with local universities, and we do our internship for counselors who are on the master's level is an amazing program. I pride myself in the training we do here. They get an awesome internship, and what we do is we lift up other Christian counselors, right? We lift them up, we give them the opportunity to excel, develop their skills, and then they're going to be good counselors, effective counselors, and then go out and make a greater impact in the world. So I think that's just about everything. Anything else?
Yeah, I would just say I'm a product of that internship program. So it's just something close to my heart and something that, if you're interested, if you feel like this lines up with your faith, we could always use more counselors, and the experience is really wonderful. I think you'll get more out of it than you could even give. So I would just highly highlight that.
Yeah. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Greg. Yeah, and listen, we are, if you're ever in the area, you want a tour, email me, we'll set it up. There's something different that goes on in this building. This building is filled with people who just really care. Sure, like all your organizations, right? All your organizations too. We're all in this to help people, and so we appreciate the time. Thank you.
And I really, when I said thank you, I really mean it from the bottom of my heart, because I had to tell you, not only you guys have amazing resources and services, but your team is amazing. Like I said, I had the opportunity to meet with Craig, Kelly, also Patrick. And it's awesome how you guys, interact with people and the providers and trying to help families. So it is awesome, everything that you guys do. So thank you very much.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah. And with that, we are gonna conclude this part. Now we are gonna move to our Q&A session. That part is not gonna be recorded, but like I mentioned it before, if you have any questions or something, that information is also gonna be in the description below the video. So please reach out if you have any question. Thank you very much. And I see everybody next Thursday. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.